On December 14, 2012, 26 people were killed in the tragedy at Sandy Hook Elementary School in Newtown, Connecticut. The Yankees paid tribute to those people by showing their names on the stadium scoreboard on opening day. The organization will also stage a Newtown Day on July 7th. 7-year-old Chase Kowalski was one of the students that perished on that horrible day. 26 lives were taken by a senseless act, forcing families to deal with unthinkable losses. Chase's family has tried to cope with his death by creating ways to honor the many things he did while he was alive.
We want the world to be better because of this tragedy, not to be known for this tragedy. I don't want my son's name to be, I don't want him to be known as a victim, because in my eyes, he's better than that. It's so sad that, you know, somebody could take away so much potential in all those little kids.
Yeah.
And that's really sad.
A lot of futures there.
Yeah. You know, I mean, he hurt a lot of families. But who knows what he really did to the nation, because Chase could have been president. Daniel could have been a firefighter that saved thousands of lives.
Yeah.
You know, Gracie could have been an amazing artist. You know, the next Picasso, or, you know, who knows? The potential of all those kids just taken away because of the loss of core family values. That blows me away. And it should never have happened. It should never have happened.
Chase was active, he was energetic. How did he display all of that energy?
Run, more running,
Yeah.
bicycling, never stopped. He just on fire all day.
He was just always moving, always playing, always wanting to be with friends, but never stopped until his head hit the pillow.
How does a 6-year-old decide that he wants to compete in a triathlon, and then how does he win it?
He decides because he watches Michael Phelps and Ryan Lochte on the Olympics. And yeah, he's just one more thing on his bucket list, per se, that it was important to him. It was something that he wanted to do that I thought he was crazy. I was like...
Didn't even think there was a thing possible for
Yeah.
a kid that young to do a triathlon.
Yeah, Google it. Google it.
Google it.
We Googled it, we found it, and we did it.
Next week we're there.
Chasey, you still got to go to the orange cones. Come on, you can do it.
And yeah, for 4 to 6 year olds, took off like a shot, and by almost a full minute was in the lead.
Steve, you got the opportunity to take him to Yankee Stadium for the first time last September. What was that experience like for both of you?
That was awesome. I mean, to watch his face light up when you go in there, it's, you know.
That was a dad moment, him and his brother, and they had a fun time.
He was in awe. You know, when you get there, it's so many people, and,
Yeah.
you know, he was a little set back when we first got there, and then he opened up and just started asking questions. Just everything about the game and the stadium, and, you know, I didn't have a lot of the answers for him, but, yeah, like I said, he was just fun. He always wanted to know something. And we had a good time.
His physical presence doesn't exist in your lives, but it's obvious that he's in your lives every minute of your life. How much do you trace that back to the solid, strong, unbelievable relationship you guys had before he left?
Yeah, he's here every day.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's easier, and sometimes it's harder. The longer it goes, you miss the physical really bad. He knew somehow what his mission was in his life from the time he started walking. Just had such direction and knew what he wanted and knew all of the things that he needed to accomplish in such a short time. He was a gardener, he was a triathlete, a runner, he rode motorcycles, he could drive a golf cart. He was 7 years old.
2 days after this tragedy, Chase came to you in a vision. How powerful was that vision that you were able to say, You went from one of the worst days of your life to some peace, some solace, and some direction.
I just felt this tugging. I just felt that he was like, come on, Mom, you got to write this down. You need to be able to remember it, to share it with people. And so I was like, okay, I'll do it in 5 minutes. And it was just like, no, you need to do it. I just really felt this tugging that I was like, okay, finally, I'm up and I'm going. I went to the computer, and as I sat at the computer, I looked out at one of the windows, and I saw his little face, and I was just like, oh, baby, and blew him kisses, and then I just started typing, and it just kept coming and coming, and the more I wrote, the faster I could type, and the vision just kept coming alive. And what we're doing is starting a foundation. Our mission is to get families to come together and be a part of each person's life. Something got lost, and we can't let our kids get lost, because this craziness is what happens when it's lost. And if we can positively change the way families interact and spend time together through a community center. So our vision is to turn tragedy into triumph by healing and strengthening our families and communities.
What do you want Chase's Place to be?
A place to bring families together.
Yeah, a community center.
Not a place to drop your kid off. A place to stay with them. And, so many parents do that today. They're so busy.
Nobody can find the right balance. We're raising the next generation. We're raising kids, and if we have to tell them, oh, sorry, Daddy can't play because I have to go to work because we need a bigger house and we need a better car, they lose their value. And that's what we really want to bring back. We want people to realize that core family values, and it's not about all the stuff. We need to be with our kids. We need to love them and nurture them and make them the people of tomorrow.
What have you learned about each other throughout this tragedy and trying to turn it into a triumph?
Yeah, we still love each other.
19 years.
And we're a tight family. I mean, it's, we're closer and tighter than we've ever been. And
yeah, I think the vision made the difference.
Yeah.
For those of us that never had the chance to meet Chase, what would you want people to know about him?
How he became an inspiration. He's changing the world, and it's pretty amazing.
Inspired by Chase's passion for running, the family created a program called Race for Chase. It's a campaign revolving around physical fitness that allows people to donate to the Chase Kowalski Fund, which will help the family achieve its dream of creating a community center called Chase's Place. For more information on how you can help honor Chase's memory, visit www.chasekowalskifund.com.